Welcome back to this channel. Another one incoming as Oyo ex-deputy governor vows to stop Makinde as PDP holds primary polls today. Let's get into the details. The People's Democratic Party's governorship primary election in Oyo State is expected to hold today in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The publicity secretary of the PDP in the state, Akim Olatunji, told the whistlers that the contest is between a former deputy governor of the state, Dr. Azim Bolarumi, and the incumbent governor, Shøcking Makinde. He said the election will hold at the Lekon Salami Stadium in Ademasimba, Ibadan, will be free, fair and credible, just like the previous primary elections the party has conducted. The PDP spokesman said the governorship primary election is holding today and delegates are expected from all over the state. PDP believes strongly in internal democracy and this exercise will be credible like other ones the party has conducted. It's a family affair and there will be no acrimony because everything will be transparent. Although some loyalists of the governor has described the primary election as a mere walkover, which they said Makinde would win overwhelmingly. But Bolarumi said it would stop Makinde from returning to the government house. He had said while declaring his governorship ambition that he would wrest power from the incumbent and reposition the state and the party. He said defeating the incumbent governor would not be in possible task because late Senator Abiola Ajimobi was defeated in the senatorial election despite being a sitting governor, and his governorship candidate was also defeated in the same election. The former deputy governor, who was one of the aggrieved PDP leaders who are opposed to Makinde, said the governor abandoned them after they labored so hard for his victory in 2019. Bolarumi said, the governor in office now is not a good person. We all worked for him to emerge victorious and he chased everybody who assisted him away immediately after he assumed office. He's there by the will of God and it's the same God who will remove him. He's an ingrate. Some are saying we should leave him to God, but politicians don't do that. We won't leave him to God. Well, Bolarumi is angry because he feels that Makinde abandoned him after they worked together to make him victorious in his last election. Well, it's not news that things like this happen. Even normal human beings, that is how they behave, whether you're a politician or not, you're not a politician. Sometimes the people who help don't help us back. It's not as if it's a new thing. Things like this happen. And at the end of the day, it's just left to for us to pick up the pieces and continue again. And Bolarumi said that the governor in office is not a good person. He has stated Shøcking Makinde is not a good person. Well, we know that Shøcking Makinde have been having some issues with different people. Where he has been having issues with people. So people don't know what is going on because they felt that this governor was the best governor they've ever had. Because when Shøcking Makinde entered into office, there were a lot of praises. People praised him, they admired him, they idolized him. You see people talking about what he has done for your state, the things. Everybody practically liked him. And all of a sudden we saw his popularity, we saw the likeness reduce. We saw that people started saying things about him, how he's not a good person, how he has done some things to people, he has betrayed people that helped him and stuff like that. And well, Bolarumi have decided to slug it out with him in this in the primaries that is happening right now. But the information reaching me now is that Bolarumi has stepped down for Makinde. According to him, Makinde is the people's choice. While addressing the delegates and the press, Makinde said that by his observation, that politics is a game of number, and that Makinde has that. So he has decided to step down for the incumbent governor, according to the news reaching us right now. And several delegates came from different states to come and witness and support wherever they want to support. And that is politics for you. You will get played. If you're not smart enough, you will get played in the process. Things happen. People bite the fingers that fed them and all. Look at what is happening between Oshibanjo and Tinubu. We see that Tinubu feels betrayed because Oshibanjo declared his interest to run for presidency, while he was the one that helped Oshibanjo to become the vice president, and also Buhari to become the president. So at the end of the day, people feel like, if I've helped you, you have to put me in high regard. But for some people, it's not so. Just like to the Tinubu and Oshibanjo case, you don't expect Oshibanjo not to follow his own ambition, because apparently Tinubu helped him before. So that is how politics is. Politics is a game of who gets what, when, why, and how. And that is how Harold Laswell defined politics. And basically, his definition just best describes what politics is all about. So you will get played. People will play you. Things will happen. It's just about you being extremely smart and having backings. Because if you don't have a strong backing, if you don't have somebody backing you up somewhere, a godfather or something like that, you're definitely going to fail in this politics. Politics is like a transactional business. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So all these things put together doesn't matter. A lot of people have helped people get into a position, and when they get to the position, they don't care. And that is why people are asking that, why hasn't Buhari come out to endorse Tinubu? Because Buhari has not endorsed Tinubu. And a lot of sources have said that Buhari is endorsing Oshibanjo instead of Tinubu. And it was Tinubu that carried Buhari's campaign on top of his head. So all these things happened. You could have helped Makinde get into that position. You could have done a lot of things for him. But that does not mean you will have to return the favor, because naturally, human beings are like that. Naturally, some human beings, if you help them, they will never help you back. Just talk less of a game like politics. What people do for politics, what people do in politics, just imagine. So, at the end of the day, it's not everyone we help that will eventually help us or do something for us. It just depends if the person is actually grateful that you did something for them, and they might decide to return the favor. But he promised that he was going to he's not going to make it easy for Seyi Makinde. But so the loyalists of the governor have said that the primary election will be a mere walkover, and that Makinde will win seamlessly without any trouble. And that is what happened, because the news that is reaching us right now is that Balarumi has stepped down, saying that he has no chances of overthrowing, he has no chances of winning the incumbent governor, because according to him, the incumbent governor has a lot of chances. He has numbers. So there is no need for him to be fighting a lost cause, a cause that at the end of the day, they already have somebody that is going to win, and that is Seyi Makinde regardless. So he stepped down for Seyi Makinde. Well, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and turn on your notification button to get more news updates from us as it comes. Thank you.